Palu Mishpachas HaPalui. A hey at the beginning, a yud at the end. And Rashi comments on this. What was the purpose of this addition, these additional letters given to each name, each family? And Rashi says because this was a type of a seal, a testimony of Hashem, that the families of the Bnei Yisrael, the Jewish nation, were pure and faithful, were not mixed out, chas v'sholom, with any goyim, any intermarriage. Because many people had said the Jews in Mitzrayim 210 years, they were surely mixed, there was intermarriage, people weren't faithful to their families, and possibly there is some kind of mixture in their offspring. And therefore, when Hashem Yisborach came to count the families of the Jews, he added a hey and a yud to each name, because Yud K are two letters of Hashem's name. The Shem Ka are the two letters, the two first letters of Hashem's name, which is also mentioned, this name Ka, in many places in the Torah. And Hashem is giving his testimony, his name, that each and every family of the Jewish nation are pure and faithful. And this, of course, shows us a special light in the building of our homes and our dedication to Hashem Yisborach, because we find this name, Yud K, mentioned in the words of Chachamenu Agdoshim, Ish v'isha, when a man and a woman build their home in the proper manner, adhering to the Torah and the mitzvahs, they merit the divine presence to dwell between them. Ish v'isha, a man and a woman, zocha, when they merit and they follow the ways of the Torah, Shechinah shruye b'neihem, the divine presence that rests in their home. The ish, the word ish, is composed of three letters, aleph, yud, shin. Between the aleph and the shin there is a yud. Isha is aleph, shin, hey. She has the hey in her name. Together, when the union is in the proper manner according to the Torah, then the Yud K, Hashem's name, is there, and the Shechinah, the divine presence, rests in that home. If chas v'sholom, the house is not conducted in the proper way, then the Yud and the K leave that union, and then all that remains is the Aleph Shin from the Ish, and the Aleph Shin for the Isha, and Aleph Shin, of course, means fire, Eish. That becomes a fire, God forbid, that consumes them, and the entire home, Hashem Yishmor. Because as soon as the divine presence leaves Chas v'Sholom a place, then there is fire. Fire, of course, symbolizing machloikis, arguments and strife, controversy, and that home is compared to a burning inferno, which is impossible to live there normally. So therefore, this name Yud K is a name of Hashem that rests in a person's home. And interesting enough, the Arizal brings in one of his Sfarim that the word Gava, which means arrogance and haughtiness, is spelled Gimel Aleph Vav Hey. Gimel's, the numerical value of this word, Gimel is 3, Aleph is 1, is 4. The Vav is 6, is 10, and Hey is 15. The numerical value of this word Gava is the exact same as the Yud K, 15. Yud, of course, is 10, and Hey is 5. And the Rizal says that a tikkun, a rectification of to a person who enters his mind some thoughts of arrogance, of haughtiness, is to think of this name of Hashem, Yud K. And this will chase and push out machshavah's thoughts of Gava from his mind. And according to this, it is very well understood why these two letters are there in the union of Ish v'Isha, of a man and his wife, because in order that there should be matrimonial harmony and peace and love in the home, there must be this abolishment, this ridding of gava, of haughtiness, of arrogance in the home. When a person can lower himself and be mevatel himself from his spouse, in front of his spouse, not to demand his own honor, his own respect, but rather to shower the honor and respect upon his spouse. The man on his wife, the husband on his wife, the wife on the husband. This is a true union. This is sholem bayis. This is true matrimonial harmony. And this is the Shem Yud K, which is the tikkun, the rectification of gava, as the Rizal says. And that is why when Hashem Yisborach listed out the names of the families of the Jewish nation, he added these two letters to the name, to their family names, the Yud and the K, to show them that this name will bring the Shechinah, will bring the divine presence into their homes. It will rid it for the Eish, the fire that burns out so many unfortunate people that do not recognize that their home must be a place for the Shechinah. And it is destroyed by fire, chas v'sholem. Fires can not only mean a physical fire, but a spiritual fire done through the outside elements let into the home of a person, which we will have to protect our homes from the outside, the evils lurking outside, that chas v'sholem can be very harmful to us and our families. Which all this is eish, is a fire that it seeks to enter. And when we bring the divine presence into our home, we purify that place and chase out all foreign elements and make it a place for the Shechinah. And interesting enough, that when Hashem added these two letters to each family name, the Hey and the Yud, the Hey is actually preceded by the Yud. The beginning of the name has the Hey, it's the Hachanoichi, Hapalui. The beginning of the name has the Hey, and the end has the Yud. And that is very interesting because in the order of Hashem's name, the Yud comes before the Hey. But here the Hey was put at the beginning and the Yud at the end. And the lesson here being, as mentioned in the commentaries of the Torah, that the importance of the woman's role in the home. The Hey symbolizing the woman's part because the Hey is in her name, Isha, the Yud being from the man, from the husband. As Chachamenu Agdoshim teach us that b'schus nashim tzidkonius, in the merit of the righteous women, we went out of Mitzrayim. They kept the families tied together. They kept the families pure and faithful. Because the power of a woman in her home to build her home according to the ethics of the Torah, that everything should be with the biggest purity and the kashrus and all the mitzvahs that are in her hand. She has a tremendous power and ability to build her husband's confidence, her husband's commitment to the Torah, the children's commitment to the Torah. This is a very important power given over to the woman in the home. And when she executes these powers in the proper manner, she merits this tremendous light and holiness to come into the home. And therefore the Hey was put in the beginning of the names of Klal Yisrael. The Hey, Hapalui, Hachanoichi, the Hey was preceded the Yud, showing the importance of the woman's role in the home to bring Kedusha, holiness and Tara and purity into the home. May Hashem Yisborach merit us to build our homes on the foundations of Kedusha v'Tara, and the Shechinah HaKadoshah should always rest upon us until the light of Hashem will be spread to the entire world and the entire mankind will recognize the presence of Hashem with the coming of Mashiach. Amen v'amen.